this sleek resort is squeezed against the Gulf of Antalya by the dark slopes of the Taurus Mountains. The scenery is defined by a 250-meter-high promontory, sticking out into the Mediterranean and fortified since time immemorial. In Alanya, your days will be spent lazing on an enticing beach and adventuring through those lofty castle ruins, which can be reached by a cable car that opened in 2017. This is one of a few projects that have helped turn Alanya into a 21st-century beach resort. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Alanya so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Alanya Castle. The city's steep peninsula, protected on three sides by the Mediterranean, is topped by a 13th-century castle with 6.5 kilometers of fortified walls. This rocky mass is a natural defense, and today's castle was built on earlier Hellenistic, Roman, and Byzantine enclosures. In all, there are 83 towers and 140 towers in the walls, and many of the 1,200 original cisterns continue to fulfill their original role. Alanya Castle is one massive archaeological site that warrants hours of exploration. At number 9 is the Red Tower. Alanya's emblem is a 13th-century Seljuk defensive tower, getting its name from the red brick that makes up the structure's upper story and parapet. The Red Tower has an octagonal footprint and climbs to 33 meters with marble blocks on its lower walls. This rare piece of medieval defensive architecture was constructed to protect Alanya's harbor and shipyard, and greeted people's arrival to the city for many centuries. At number 8, Sapadere Kanyonu. It's impossible not to be awed by Taurus Mountains, and if you want to break out and experience this stirring landscape, your best bet is the Sapadere Canyon, about 40 kilometers northeast of Alanya. The temperature is a few degrees lower in the mountains, and something that will strike you right away is the lack of humidity. Afterwards, you'll stop at Sapadere village for lunch and to see rural life in the Antalya province up close. At number 7, Damlataş Cave. In 1948, when Alanya's peninsula was being quarried for stone for the harbor, workers stumbled upon a cave brimming with stalagmites and stalactites. At the foot of a stairway, the Damlataş Cave is 50 meters long and up to 15 meters high, and those bizarre concretions are carefully illuminated. Now, something to note about the chamber is its high humidity, 96%, elevated carbon dioxide and constant temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. At number 6 in our list, Alanya Harbour. Alanya's port for tourist cruises and diving excursions is defended to the south by Kızılkule and is as good a place as any to potter around and see where your curiosity takes you. Along the water there's a promenade, hemmed by gardens with palms, lawns, and topiaries. There are lots of spaces to just park up and soak up the views out to sea, down to the castle or up to the Taurus Mountains, a constant, imposing presence all along the coast. At number 5, Alanya Tersanesi. In 1228, the Anatolian Seljuk Sultan Kekabad I ordered the construction of this remarkable shipyard, facing east across the bay, just south of Kızılkule. In medieval times, Alanya was the Seljuk Empire's prime shipyard on the Mediterranean, and what remains is in great condition and open to the public for free along a wooden boardwalk. There's a row of 5-pointed arches, more than 55 meters long in total, and these vaulted bays go back 44 meters inland. At number 4, Dim Cave. On your visit to the Dim River, make time for the largest cave system in the Alanya area, carved out by water over millions of years, but only discovered in 1999. The Dim Cave is 360 meters long and worthwhile for its many concretions. Something to remember is that there are lots of steps and narrow walkways, so the Dim Cave isn't accessible to all. As with the Damlataş Cave, there's high humidity at 75%, although the cave does offer respite from the summer heat, with a temperature never rising above 19 degrees Celsius. At number 3 in our list, Seyir Terasi. To those in the know, the best panorama in Alanya can be had from this belvedere in the foothills of the Taurus Mountains. By car or cab, you can get up to the Seyir Terasi in under 15 minutes, and once you're there you may not want to leave. From this leafy vantage point, you've got the best view of the castle's peninsula, the tessellated white blocks of modern Alanya, as well as the harbor and the aqua blue expanse of the Mediterranean. At number 2, Dimçayı. The Dim River weaves down the east side of Alanya from the Taurus Mountains, as well as nourishing an abundance of vegetation on its banks. The river is wonderfully cool, even during the fierce heat of the summer months. It's a local family tradition to visit the river below the Dim Dam to paddle in its calmer stretches, come fishing and take a barbecue on the banks. And catering to the many day trippers are dozens of restaurants, many with shaded terraces on little wooden jetties or even on pontoons floating on the water. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Cleopatra Beach. Starting at the western foot of that promontory is Alanya's main beach, a long gentle arc of coarse sand bathed by low to moderate surf. Cleopatra Beach is wide, tapering only a little the further north you go, and gives you unbroken views of the castle and the brooding mass of the Taurus Mountains. There are beach clubs with sun loungers at intervals along the beach, and between the sand and Ataturk Boulevard is a wide promenade, blessed with those same panoramas, under swaying palms and buffered from the street by a strip of greenery with playgrounds and flower beds. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Alanya? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.